Welcome to Lesson 3 of the Influences on Business unit. In this unit, the key questions are: what is meant by ethics in business? Where might there be a trade-off between ethics and profit? What are examples of ethical behaviour in business? These are the key terms. Read through them carefully. Ethics, profit, stakeholders, CSR, corporate social responsibility. Businesses can choose to work in a way that profits only the owners or in ways that benefit the community. Working ethically means acting in ways that are both fair and honest. A business has a lot of power, which it can either use responsibly or selfishly. Many firms operate to meet the needs of owners. Ethical firms also carefully consider the implications of what they are doing and the effect it might have on the community and the environment. Ethics is about doing the right thing. Ethical behaviour requires firms to act in ways that stakeholders consider to be both fair and honest. Managers making ethical decisions take into account impact. Who does my decision affect or harm? Fairness. Will my decision be considered fair by those affected? Task. Pause the video. Write down 3 things that you would think about when deciding whether a business has good ethics. Many business owners believe that acting ethically increases costs and so reduces profits. For example, a business can cut costs by hiring child labour at very low wages in developing countries. Paying below average wages lowers the firm's total costs. Other businesses choose to build an ethical brand image, believing that customers are prepared to pay more for products that consider the environment and pay a reasonable wage. Higher sales compensate for higher costs. Task. Pause the video. Explain why being an ethical business will make good business sense. Business activities that meet the requirements of the law but are considered unfair by stakeholders can result in bad publicity. For example, a restaurant that pays minimum wage but keeps staff tips to boost profits is not breaking the law. It does, however, run the risk of losing the goodwill of customers. Task. Pause the video. Answer the question: ethics versus profit. What is more important to a business and why? And is there room for a middle ground? Businesses face ethical issues and decisions almost every day. In some industries, the issues are very significant. For example, should businesses profit from problem gambling? Should supermarkets sell lager cheaper than bottled water? Is ethical shopping a luxury we can't afford? Should fashion retailers use suppliers who don't pay a living wage? Should supermarkets dispose of out-of-date groceries or give them to food banks? Task. Pause the video. You are going to write a letter to a local CEO of a small to medium-sized business to persuade them to include ethics at the heart of their business model. You will now probably note the link between business ethics and corporate social responsibility, CSR. The two concepts are closely linked. A socially responsible firm should be an ethical firm. An ethical firm should be socially responsible. However, there is also a distinction between the two. CSR is about responsibility to all stakeholders and not just shareholders. Ethics is about morally correct behaviour.